Hey y'all, how you doing? I feel good today. I've had a kind of busy weekend, in a very good way, But I want to check in with you and see how you're doing. Um, I have had some very profound revelations past couple of days that I wanted to share with you, a little bit at a time. So I wanted to talk about attachment to things. I was looking at YouTube, and it's funny how someone can say a trigger word, and it sparks something, and then the dominoes just fall into place, and that's what happened. So I was listening to someone, and it was talking about having no attachment, and when she said that, something just clicked, and I understood. I understood the direction of Tantra and why. So I want to talk about that a little bit. Detachment. When we hold on to things, when we grasp things, when we really try to control a situation, a person, an outcome, we have a personal investment in that outcome. And when it doesn't go right, we are so mad and we are so hurt. And we're like, why? Why didn't it go right? Why didn't it? And then when we get upset and we get stuck, then we're talking about flowing, right? Okay. There's a reason you flow. You flow so you don't have attachment. That's the purpose of flowing. No attachment. So if you don't have any attachment to anything, it's not that you don't have expectation, but you're not taking it personal. You understand this is part of a life experience. It's not directed at you. Now, sometimes their energy is directed at you because of other people. Sometimes there are. But I'm talking about, and even those are lessons in themselves, okay? But I'm talking about when we want something to happen so bad that we attach to it. We attach an emotion to it, and it must happen. We attach a control, an ego to it. Because it is attaching an ego to it. And everything falls apart because you were resting and sitting on that one thing. Flow is just sitting middle path and watching and going along. You may not agree. Flow doesn't mean you agree 100%. It just means that you're allowing yourself to go along with it. And I realize that as essence is the basis of Tantra. In Central Tantra, we say that you control the desire to let go within the desire. Because once you control the desire, you can control the gauge of your want. And a lot of times we get into trouble because of our wants, whether sensual, whether materialistic. That's where we're gotten, is by our wants, not our needs. And I realized that attachments is really what determines whether you live in your own personal hell or not. The control of what happens to us because we don't want to experience pain. We only want to experience joy. But lessons are not taught in joy. They're not. We are living this life to experience. And in order to experience properly, to see, big picture and everything, you must flow. Attachment stops your flow. It keeps you in one particular place. That's it. So I was thinking about that, and I said, ooh, that's deep. But it also made me lead to other things, made me understand a little bit more. So don't have attachment to the outcome. Learn from the lesson. Watch. Watch as an outside bystander. Watch middle path. Middle path is having no opinion one way or the other. You just seeing how it could go. And you're flowing. You're not, you want something to happen, but understand if it doesn't happen, there's a reason. If it doesn't happen, there's a reason. If it does happen, there's a reason. Sometimes, Lord, I know this. Sometimes for our greater good, we have things taken away. We have things removed, right? And we'll be attached to those people because we are emotionally invested in those people, and we don't want that taken away because of the pain that it causes. But that pain, there's a reason. Sometimes we look at the pain just firsthand in the moment. We don't think about the pain, though, that we've been through with these people already, and then we're continuing to roll along with it. That is not what we're supposed to do. This is all about our getting to our higher self of the collective. This is what this is all about. It is joining in love with the collective because we are one energy in essence. But we all live in our own individual universes in this gigantic time continuum. We all move at our own time, in our own time and space, in our own little universes. That is a part of the collective of the bigger time continuum. We have our own experiences that we're to experience. But when you move up to a higher vibration, baby, what is of the lower vibration will not exist to you. I want you to understand that. You can't have attachment because your vibrations are constantly moving and changing and coming in and going, and you're going to lose things as you move up in higher vibration to that heavenly plane, if you want to call it that. It's all about vibration and energy, as Mr. Carey said, and it's true. But you got to understand how it works. When you are of higher vibration, things of lower vibration are going to drop off because they're not of the same vibration as you. It will not feel comfortable to them, and then it will not feel comfortable to you. You move. So you cannot attach to things because they're constantly vibrating and moving. Okay? That's why Buddha has this saying that when it's time for things to go, let it go. Because it is time for it to go. If you're ascending, like I said in my other video, if you're ascending, why bring yourself down here? No, you keep going. You keep going toward your heaven. Your blessings. That's what heaven is your blessings. You keep moving toward that. So you can't attach because you're always in flux. You're always in change. If you attach to things, this is you staying static, not moving with the change, not moving up. And then you're sitting up there wondering, why am I not moving up? I don't understand why I'm sitting in the same place. Because you chose to. You didn't want to leave those people behind. You didn't want to ascend. You didn't want to grow. You didn't want to move up. You understand what I'm saying? So you flow. So you can go either way. Either way teaches you. You're static. You can't go anywhere. You can't learn anything. You're stuck in the same mindset over and over again on loop. Even though you've been trying to get out. But you're not raising. You may be lowering. So you're getting what? The lower vibration stuff. But you're not raising. You got to raise, love. You got to raise. So don't attach. So you can raise. But you're going to find, as I said, as you raise, things lower than you, people, jobs, so on and so forth, that are not on your level, that are not on your desirable and deserving level, are going to go away. Because they're not on your level anymore. You can't see them because you're not vibrating the same. You're not flowing the same. So you're not going to see them no more. You understand what I'm saying? You flow to allow blessings in, to not stop the path and where you're going. That's why you flow, to allow the path and where you're going. One other interesting piece is this. If you think in terms of being energetic, as an energetic being, yes, you're in a meat sack, right? That does not define your energetic body, though. That is why people can feel you when you're walking around, because you're meeting an energetic frequency and energetic energy, right? Energetic field. It's your energy that changes. Okay? Your experiences shape that energy, how you take it, how you learn from it, your thoughts, what you say, all of that shapes your energy, all of it. And the universe responds in kind. That is manifestation, pure and simple. Like if you really want to know what manifestation is at the bare basic, your energy, you're a beacon. You have an antenna. That's your thoughts and what you say. Okay? Depending upon the frequency of that antenna is what is given back to you, because the universe is a mirror, because the universal matrix is mirrored in our DNA. So of course it listens. We're a part of the same. We're the same. So of course it's going to listen to you. Of course it's going to bring things to you. It's supposed to. It's mirrored back to you, whatever you do. And if you're on a certain energetic level, all that exists is what is on that energetic level. That's it. Not above, but maybe below. Okay? You can get that and everything down there. But you got to be on some levels the lower you go to. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't have what's up here because you ain't there. It's just floating around, waiting for you to do this. And every time you do it, you get to hit one. Every time you get to hit a blessing as you go. That's how it works. It's not rocket science. It is not rocket science. But the more you love, the more you gain understanding. The more you gain understanding, the more you know in your spirit. That's what it's about. Gaining the understanding of the knowledge you're learning in your lessons. So you can keep ascending up. Say, okay, I learned that. What's next? Okay, I learned that. Got it. What's next? And then guess what? It is each one teach one, then you teach the next person. What not to do to help them so they don't have to go through that pain. But if they choose to go through that pain, baby, you step out the way. You say, hey, not a problem. That is your lesson, your karma. There you go. You're going about your business. But as you're learning, you're teaching another one and bringing them up. And you're teaching another one and you're bringing them up and you're teaching another one. That is how it's supposed to work in this world. So then as a collective, the negative doesn't affect all of us. But when it affects one of us, it affects all of us. That is why you love your neighbor as yourself. That is why you love your enemy as yourself, because whether they're your enemy or not, we are all affected together. Loving your enemy teaches your enemy, if they choose to learn, how better to be, so they can raise their vibration and they're no longer an enemy, but a friend. That's why. No attachment, because you're in constant change. So there's nothing really to attach to, but something phantom. It doesn't exist. So there's nothing to attach to. You never had the person in the first place. The other person chooses whether or not to give to you. You understand? So you flow. Remember I was saying living in the moments? You let them in and you share the moments. But when it's time for them to go and their moment is up, you let them go. That's love too. You let them go when it's time for them to go. No attachment. Of course you're going to feel hurt and pain. Of course you are. But you shared moments of love. You have those. They can't be taken from you. I'm going to leave you with this. And I'm going to say this a couple of times in the video. In different videos. If you understood how powerful you really were, and I'm going to put it in this terms, they had to poison the food, plant disruptions to the ley lines of the earth, come up with technology that naturally disrupts our energetic field, create things and plant things in us, put sound waves in the air that dampen our frequencies, change the radio frequency to a non-healing frequency. Do you understand programming of different types, changing of psychology, lies. Do you understand something? Do you see how much they had to change things to throw you off of your natural balance, to try to control that? Take a moment to think about that. You were born naturally in tuned, naturally multiple ways, not one way, multiple ways. And they had to come up with so many different ways to try to control all the aspects of you, to change you, to make you feel discordant and chaotic. If you have to come up with so many different ways to do stuff like that, that means you are very energetically powerful, which also means together we are energetically unstoppable. You dig that? So the next time you feel like there's no purpose to you, or you feel like you're lower, understand something. Understand what they had to do to even be able to touch the surface, to change you biologically, physiologically, and pathologically. Think about that. You got to be a powerful ass being for them to have to go through all of that to change all of that. You did. So, understand how powerful the love of you is. Understand how powerful it is for you to love other people and yourself and your spirit. Understand that. That's power. Power you don't even realize exists for you. Because it is about you and it's not about you. It's about you and it's about us. So no attachment. No attachment leads you to the path of love and loving others, because you'll start to understand the importance of that energetic feel and need among the collective group to share love, to get it. All right, y'all. I hope this was helpful. Just wanted to share one part of the tip, and we'll be moving forward into a different concept, and how to get out of your own personal hell and into your own personal heaven. All right, y'all. I will talk to you later. You take care now.